And what significance does dancing, chanting, and weaving have in uncovering our past and its way of life? Do you think our group, do you think your group is a part of the rising revolution of people wanting to uncover our past culture and way of life? And what do you predict the future will look like for people in regards to trying to understand our past?
I can say that about maybe 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, not everybody was in tune with learning who they are and where they come from. Today, we have a big renaissance of individuals who are younger than myself that are hungry. They're hungry for that identity. They want to know where they are, who they are, and where they come from. And so the significance of that, that's the driving force that allows these individuals to continue to dig and to dig and to dig and to try and bridge the gap between now and back then. Again, like dancing, chanting, and weaving, these are art forms that have remained in our society for thousands of years. It's the more we continue to learn, then the more we continue to uncover. And because what the books are written about, what the books say about our ancient history, they're not even written by Chamorro people. They are written by outsiders that have an interpretation of what they see. And so what they see, what their beliefs and their traditions and their practices in their lifestyle, when they're writing about what they see, they're going to write it in a biased way. They're not going to write it in its true form. They're going to write it in their interpretation. So this is a way of us connecting, but most especially connecting with our brothers and sisters today. Yes, unearthing the past and connecting with the past is very important, but if we do not know who we are today, then it has no significance to who we were back then, because we need to learn, like I would always tell my students, before we start learning other languages, or before we start learning the ancient language, let's focus on trying to salvage and learn the language that exists today so we can learn to communicate. Then, when we're done with that, then we can start learning the language, and even our ancient language in the past. And that's fine. There's no problems with that. But like people always say, how can you love another person if you can't love yourself first? So how can you learn another language if you can't learn your own language first? So you need that. That's what we need to do. And then, of course, our group, my group, or my Guma is a part of this, and we have been a part of this since the get-go. 15 years ago, we've been, and we continue to do so. And the thing that makes it so rewarding is that the students that come through Guma Rasan Acho Latte, they want to continue this journey. You don't see them saying, okay, I'm done dancing and that's it. They want to continue. And because they're hungry for that, they will continue. And they will continue years, even after I'm gone. What do I predict the future will look like?
Yes.
If this continues this way, if we continue this way with everybody being so hungry, then I believe that we will never, ever, ever be able to unearth everything that was in the past. But we have to understand too that we are now the ancestors for Chamorros 20, 30, even 10 to 1500 years, 1,000 years from now. So if we establish something now, which we are doing right now, then our children's 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 children will have a culture and will have a language and will have standards that they can turn around and say, okay, my ancestors did this, I know that they did this, it's documented, it's a standard, and this is what it is. Now I don't have to struggle like my ancestors did to find the identity because it's there. It's already there. It's been practiced and it's been passed down. And no one can take that away from us, only us. So if we don't practice it, then that's where I see the future. That's where I see the future is the standards, the struggles that we are enduring now will be the benefits for generations to come. Uncle Frank, the master, would always say, guys, we are not working for ourselves. We're not doing this for ourselves. And we are not even doing this for the kids that exist today. We're doing it for the student, the kids that exist tomorrow and the next day and the next day, which means that we're doing it for those who have yet to come.